So welcome to Tina, New Bus Driver Channel. I would like to take just a moment to talk about loading and unloading children on a school bus. So my kids on my school bus knew that I wouldn't speak to them if I was loading and unloading. I would not pay attention. You'd hear Tina, 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 Tina. I knew I did my job right when the older ones would tell, like the kindergartners, she's not going to answer you. And then I would finish crossing or unloading a child, and I would start up, and I would clear all my mirrors, and when I knew definitely for sure that that child could not run back to the bus, come back from the outside to the bus, then I would answer the children in the back. I had a really good group of children, and I do miss them a lot. They became part of me. I mean, you drive up to a stop, and it was like they weren't there, and you're like, oh my goodness, I wonder if so-and-so is okay. You end up with this really unique relationship with them. I've had where one child would always pick flowers from his mom's garden and give to me, and pictures, and it can be a joy to be a school bus driver. Like I said, I miss my kids, so they become part of you. They're yours when you're on the bus. They're like your kids. I remember doing a sports trip, and I would park the bus and then go watch whatever sports was going on, whoever I brought to the event. And I had a parent go, well, which one is yours? And I said, well, all of them are. At least the school that I had brought. And they're like, huh? I said, well, I'm the school bus driver, and they're mine until I drop them back off at school. So they really do, as a school bus driver, you'll be very protective of the kids. Like, they are your responsibility, and if you have your own route, you have a bond with them. And I'll never forget the day that I left my route. I got promoted. I went to a different location completely. And there were some parents following, and I didn't find out until noontime that I was actually on a Friday, that I was going to go someplace else on a Monday. So I didn't have time to talk to the parents. So I had to say goodbye to my children. And they were hugging me and crying. I mean, just crying. And so it was kind of neat, because I'd say maybe 3 weeks later, I had off at my location. So what I did is the manager called me, and he's like, your route's still available. And he's like, it's your route. You can drive it for the day. So I was only able to do in the morning, and I got to see my babies again. And I miss them. So at least I got to see them, and then see the parents, and everybody was like, you're back. And I'm like, no, just for this morning. And everybody was sad. It was like that bittersweet. I got to see the babies, but yet only for that morning. That's the hardest part of being a bus driver, is when they grow up. And I know I haven't been doing it long enough to see a kindergartner go through to all the way graduate, but certain locations, you won't have them, school districts, you won't have them from kindergarten all the way to 12. You may have them from kindergarten to 3rd, and then they go on a different bus. So you don't get to see them anymore. And that's like a sad day. Sometimes, depending on what it is, it could be a very happy day, right? I had one little girl say to me one day, is like, Tina, are you gonna drive me when I get older in high school and stuff? And I'm like, no. And she's like, well, so I'll tell you what you do. You become friends with the other bus driver, and then you just sneak up and get me. We won't tell anybody. So cute, right? So you do have a very, very strong bond with them. I don't know. I just miss them all. And, I enjoy what I do. So there's rewards, a lot of rewards to being a bus driver. Sad moments too, but happy moments. And there's a lot of things that you can do with the children to make their bus ride better. All right. You have a good night.